My friend, I have a powerful message for you today. Right now, in this very moment, something is shifting in the spiritual realm. The struggles you've been facing, the prayers you've been lifting up, God has heard them all. And now get ready, because miracles are coming your way. This is not a coincidence. You are watching this for a reason. God is about to do something in your life that will leave you in awe. Doors are opening, healing is manifesting, breakthroughs are on their way. And what seemed impossible, God is about to make it possible. Stay with me until the end of this video, because by the time we finish, I believe your faith will be strengthened, your hope will be renewed, and you'll be ready to receive the miraculous blessings that God has prepared for you. Let's dive in. God is doing something in you that will change the trajectory of your life. Every challenge you have faced has been a tool in His hands, shaping you into the person He has called you to be. You may not see the full picture now, but trust that He is preparing you for a future that is greater than anything you could have imagined. What looks like a delay is actually divine positioning. What feels like a setback is a setup for something bigger. Keep your faith strong. What is ahead of you is worth every moment of waiting. God is not just preparing you for the future. He is preparing the future for you. Every promise He has spoken over your life will come to pass in its perfect time. He is aligning circumstances, shifting atmospheres, and putting everything in place for your breakthrough. Right now, He is refining your character, increasing your wisdom, and strengthening your faith so that when the door opens, you will be fully ready to step into your next season. Trust Him. He is always on time. You may feel like nothing is happening, but God is working behind the scenes. He is setting up divine connections, removing the wrong influences, and preparing the right opportunities. If you are facing obstacles, it is because the enemy knows what is coming. But do not be discouraged. The battle is a sign that the blessing is near. Stay faithful, keep praying, and keep believing. Your moment is coming, and when it arrives, it will be more than you ever expected. The refining process is never easy, but it is necessary. God is pruning everything that does not serve your purpose. He is stretching your faith, building your endurance, and strengthening your spirit. What you are going through now is preparing you for the weight of the blessing He is about to place in your hands. Do not rush the process. Embrace it, because what He is doing in you will sustain you for the future He has planned. Every tear you have cried in private, every silent prayer you have whispered, and every moment you chose to trust God despite your fears, He has seen it all. Nothing has been wasted. He is using every experience to shape you, mold you, and prepare you for greater things. Your current season is not your final destination. A shift is coming, and when it happens, you will look back and realize that everything was working for your good. The waiting season is never wasted. God uses this time to grow you, stretch you, and prepare you for what is ahead. The doors He is about to open will require a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and more faith-filled. Do not despise the process. What He is doing now will make sure you are fully ready for the elevation that is coming. Keep holding on, because your season of breakthrough is closer than you think. God's plans for you are unfolding even when you cannot see them. He has already gone ahead of you, making crooked paths straight and preparing blessings that will surprise you. Your faithfulness in this season is not unnoticed. He sees your heart, your sacrifices, and your perseverance. At the right moment, everything will align, and you will step into a future that exceeds your greatest prayers. There are no accidents in God's plan. Every closed door was protection. Every delay had purpose. Every setback was necessary for your setup. He is working in ways you cannot comprehend, ensuring that when His promise comes to pass, it will be undeniable that it was His hand at work. Hold on to His word, because what He has prepared for you will be worth every moment of waiting. You are not just going through trials. You are being transformed. Every battle has made you stronger, every hardship has increased your faith, and every moment of waiting has drawn you closer to God. What is ahead will require everything you have learned in this season. Do not be discouraged by the process. Embrace it, because it is preparing you for the extraordinary future He has planned. The shift you have been praying for is already in motion. What seemed impossible is about to become your reality. God is setting things in order, aligning the right people, and positioning you for something greater. Do not give up now. You are on the edge of a breakthrough. Stay faithful, because the very thing you have been waiting for is about to unfold right before your eyes. God is taking you to a place where your past struggles will no longer have power over you. The lessons you have learned, the battles you have fought, and the faith you have built are all leading to a season of divine acceleration. You will walk into doors you never thought would open, receive opportunities you never expected, and see blessings unfold in ways that only God could orchestrate. What felt like rejection was actually redirection. God closed certain doors not to punish you, but to protect you. He removed some things from your life because they were not aligned with where He is taking you. Now, He is preparing to open doors that will lead you into your purpose. Trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. Your story is unfolding according to His perfect plan. The season of waiting is about to turn into a season of receiving. The prayers you have been lifting up, the dreams you have been holding on to, and the faith you have been walking in are about to produce a harvest. God has seen your faithfulness, and He is about to reward you in ways that will leave you speechless. Stay expectant. What is coming will be more than you imagined. There is a divine shift happening in your life. God is moving things into place, answering prayers in unexpected ways, and bringing clarity where there was once confusion. He is not just preparing a blessing for you, He is preparing you for the blessing. What is ahead is greater than what is behind. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep expecting the miraculous. Every test you have endured is about to turn into a testimony. What seemed like a loss was actually a setup for something greater. The pain you have walked through will become a platform for God's glory in your life. Your breakthrough is coming, and when it does, it will be clear that it was God's hand that carried you through. God is about to do something that will make you forget the struggles of the past. The things that once weighed you down will no longer have power over you. He is bringing healing, restoration, and supernatural provision. Get ready for the overflow, because what is coming is greater than you ever expected. Your waiting season has not been wasted. Every delay, every obstacle, and every challenge was necessary to prepare you for what is ahead. God is a God of perfect timing, and when He moves, things will fall into place effortlessly. Keep holding on. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. You have been faithful, and now God is about to show you what He has been preparing all along. The things that seemed out of reach will suddenly fall into place. The prayers you thought were unanswered are about to be fulfilled. Trust that He is working even when you cannot see it. The best is yet to come. God is aligning your life with His divine timing. The dreams He placed in your heart will not go unfulfilled. The path may have seemed uncertain, but He has been guiding you all along. Get ready. Your season of manifestation is here, and what God has in store will be worth every moment of waiting. God is not just preparing you for the future. He is preparing the future for you. Every obstacle, every moment of waiting, and every lesson you've learned has been intentional. He is refining your faith, strengthening your endurance, and positioning you for blessings that only He can orchestrate. When the right time comes, everything will align perfectly, and you will step into a season that will make all the struggles worth it. Right now, you may feel like you're standing in the middle of uncertainty, but God is already in your future, making a way where there seems to be no way. He is setting divine appointments, aligning opportunities, and removing everything that could hinder your destiny. Trust Him in this season, because what He is building in you is far greater than what you can see. God sees beyond your present circumstances. He knows the plans He has for you, and He's making sure you are fully prepared for them. Every closed door was a divine redirection. Every delay was a setup for something better. If you feel like you're in a season of stillness, know that it is not stagnation, it is preparation. When the time is right, you will step into the blessings He has been arranging for you all along. The process may be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. God is stretching you, molding you, and equipping you with everything you need for the next level. The pressure you feel is not meant to break you, it is refining you. Soon, you will look back and understand why everything happened the way it did. Stay strong, because the glory that is coming will far outweigh the trials you've endured. Your waiting season is about to turn into a season of acceleration. What took others years to achieve, God will bring to you in a moment. What seemed impossible will suddenly become possible. The prayers you thought had been forgotten are about to be answered in ways that will leave you in awe. The shift is coming. Stay expectant, because God's timing is always perfect. Everything is aligning for your good. You may not see it now, but behind the scenes, God is orchestrating divine connections, supernatural provision, and unexpected breakthroughs. The doors that closed were not rejection, they were protection. The things that didn't work out were not failures, they were redirections. Trust the process, because when God moves, it will be beyond anything you ever imagined. What feels like a season of stillness is actually a season of divine strategy. God is preparing the right opportunities, the right relationships, and the right moments for you to step into. Do not mistake silence for absence. God is closer than ever, ensuring that everything unfolds according to His perfect will. Keep believing, because what's coming will be worth every moment of waiting. The discomfort you feel is the stretching of your faith. The delays you face are not denials. They are divine timing at work. God is making sure that when you walk into your next season, you will be fully equipped to handle the blessings, the responsibilities, and the influence that come with it. Trust Him, because His plans for you are always bigger and better than your own. God has not forgotten you. Every tear you have cried, every prayer you have whispered, and every hope you have held on to, He has seen it all. He is working things out behind the scenes in ways you cannot imagine. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you think. Keep holding on, because soon you will testify about the faithfulness of God. What seemed like a season of loss was actually a season of preparation. The things that were removed from your life were not meant to go with you into your next chapter. God is making room for something greater. He is replacing disappointment with joy, lack with abundance, and confusion with clarity. Stay in faith. Your season of restoration is at hand. The weight of your past struggles is about to be lifted. God is shifting things in your favor, aligning your path with His divine purpose, and setting you up for a future that is filled with blessings. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. What God has planned for you is greater than anything you have ever imagined. God is not only preparing you for the promise, but He is also preparing the promise for you. The people, places, and opportunities you are meant to walk into are being divinely arranged. You will not have to force what is meant for you. God will make sure it finds you at the right time. Be patient, because when it happens, it will be undeniable that His hand was in it all along. The season of struggle is ending, and the season of overflow is beginning. What was once difficult will suddenly become easy. The doors that were once closed will now swing wide open. God is shifting your life in ways that will surprise you. Stay faithful, because what is ahead is better than anything you are leaving behind. You are stepping into a time where everything will start to make sense. The battles you fought, the tears you cried, and the lessons you learned were all leading you to this moment. God has been setting you up for something incredible. What once felt like a burden will soon be a testimony of His goodness and faithfulness in your life. Do not grow weary in the waiting, because God is faithful to fulfill His promises. The things you have been believing for are not forgotten. The desires He placed in your heart were not random. He intends to bring them to pass. Keep trusting Him, because when it happens, it will be beyond anything you expected. The season of uncertainty is making way for a season of clarity. God is about to reveal the next steps in your journey. Where there was confusion, there will be understanding. Where there was struggle, there will be peace. He is leading you into a future that is bright, full of favor, and overflowing with His blessings. God's hand is on your life, and no setback, delay, or obstacle can stop His plan for you. What is meant for you will come to you, not a moment too soon or too late, but right on time. Keep pressing forward, because every step you take in faith is bringing you closer to the breakthrough He has prepared for you. The pain you have endured is about to turn into purpose. The things that once made you question God's plan will soon be the very things that prove His faithfulness. Every hardship was a setup for something greater. Your testimony is being written, and soon you will stand in awe of all that God has done. The preparation season is almost over, and the season of manifestation is here. The dreams that once seemed far off are about to become reality. God is not just preparing you for what's next. He is strengthening you to carry the weight of your blessing. The trials you have faced were not meant to break you, but to build you. He has been refining your character, deepening your faith, and enlarging your capacity to handle the abundance He is about to release into your life. When His promise comes to pass, you will see that every challenge was worth it. You may not realize it now, but everything you are going through is setting you up for something greater. God is strategically positioning you for opportunities that only He can create. He is aligning the right people, opening the right doors, and making sure that when you step into your next season, you are fully prepared. Trust the process, because nothing is wasted in His hands. What may seem like a delay is actually divine timing at work. God is not just giving you what you asked for. He is giving you what is best for you. If something didn't work out, it was because He has something far greater planned. He is always ahead of you, making sure that when you arrive at your destination, everything is perfectly in place. God has been molding you in the secret place, away from the spotlight, because what He is about to do in your life requires deep preparation. He has been teaching you, shaping your faith, and refining your trust in Him so that when the doors open, you will walk through them with confidence. This season of waiting is not wasted. It is necessary. Soon, you will understand why it had to be this way. The very things that seemed like setbacks were actually setups for something greater. The rejection was protection. The closed doors were redirections. The delays were divine alignments. God has been orchestrating your steps with precision, ensuring that everything unfolds according to His perfect will. When the time is right, everything will fall into place in a way that will leave you in awe. God is not only preparing you for the blessing, but He is also preparing the blessing for you. The people, the opportunities, and the circumstances that will usher in your next breakthrough are being divinely arranged. When His plan fully unfolds, you will see that everything had a purpose. Every challenge, every lesson, and every moment of waiting was leading you to something far greater than you imagined. You may feel like nothing is happening, but God is moving behind the scenes. He is shifting things, making a way, and positioning you for something that will change your life forever. He is making sure that when the blessing arrives, you are ready to receive it in full. Stay faithful in this season, because what He has planned is worth the wait. God's preparation process is always intentional. The skills you're learning, the experiences you're gaining, and the challenges you're overcoming are all equipping you for the purpose He has designed for you. Nothing is random, and nothing is wasted. You will look back and realize that every step was necessary for where He is taking you. You are not forgotten. Every tear you have shed, every prayer you have prayed, and every moment of faith you have stood on, God has seen it all. He is faithful, and He will not leave you where you are. His promises are true, and He will bring them to pass in His perfect time. Keep trusting, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. God is stretching you, not to break you, but to increase your capacity for what's coming. The season of waiting is refining you, strengthening you, and preparing you to carry the weight of your future blessings. If you feel pressure, it's because something great is about to be birthed. Trust the process, because He is making you ready. Every time you felt like giving up, God was strengthening you. Every time you questioned why things were taking so long, He was working things out in the background. You will soon see that He never abandoned you. He was preparing you for something far beyond your expectations. What He is about to do will make you forget the pain of the process. Your faithfulness in the waiting will be rewarded. Every moment you chose to trust instead of worry, to praise instead of complain, and to believe instead of doubt. God saw it all. He is about to honor your faith, open doors you never imagined, and take you places you never dreamed of. The preparation season is ending, and the season of manifestation is beginning. God is removing everything that does not align with your future. The people who left, the situations that ended, and the changes that felt unexpected were all part of His divine pruning. He is making room for the new, for the greater, and for the things that are truly meant for you. Don't cling to the past. Embrace the future He is leading you into. What you thought was a detour was actually a divine route to your destiny. The delays, the closed doors, and the unexpected changes were all orchestrated by God to bring you exactly where you need to be. You are right on schedule in His plan. Keep trusting, because soon you will see why it all had to happen this way. You are standing on the edge of a breakthrough. The struggles you have faced, the patience you have developed, and the faith you have held on to have all been leading to this moment. God is about to release what He has been preparing for you, and when it comes, it will be bigger and better than you ever imagined. God's process may not always make sense, but it is always perfect. He is aligning things in your favor, setting up divine appointments, and ensuring that your path leads to His best for you. The waiting is almost over, and soon you will step into the fullness of what He has promised. Keep believing, because He is faithful. You are being refined like gold. The fire of trials, the heat of challenges, and the pressure of waiting are all shaping you into someone who can carry the weight of God's blessing. You will emerge stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the purpose He has called you to. This process is necessary, and soon you will see the beauty in it all. The shift you've been waiting for is coming. The breakthrough you have prayed for is on its way. The blessings that seemed delayed are about to be released. God has been preparing you, and now everything is falling into place. Hold on. Your testimony is about to unfold before your eyes. Every battle you have fought, every storm you have endured, and every prayer you have lifted up has been leading you to this moment. God has not forgotten you. He has been working behind the scenes, and now He is about to reveal the masterpiece He has been creating in your life. Get ready. What's coming is beyond your imagination. God's preparation is never wasted. Every challenge, every delay, and every moment of uncertainty was designed to strengthen you for what's coming. He has been molding you, refining you, and shaping your character so that when you walk into your next season, you will carry it with wisdom and grace. Nothing you have endured has been in vain. Every single step has been leading you to something greater. You may not see it yet, but God is setting you up for something extraordinary. He has been orchestrating every detail of your journey, aligning the right people, opening the right doors, and closing the ones that no longer serve your purpose. His plan is unfolding perfectly, even when it feels like nothing is happening. When the time is right, you will step into what He has been preparing for you, and it will all make sense. The waiting season is not a punishment. It is preparation. God is stretching your faith, deepening your trust, and increasing your capacity to receive His blessings. The lessons you are learning now will be the foundation of your future success. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep walking forward because you are being positioned for something beyond your wildest dreams. Every hardship you have faced, every tear you have cried, and every battle you have fought has been shaping you into the person God has called you to be. The struggles were never meant to destroy you, but to prepare you. He has been strengthening your spirit, refining your heart, and building your endurance so that you can handle the magnitude of what He is about to release into your life. God is not just preparing you, He is also preparing the blessing. He is aligning divine opportunities, orchestrating divine connections, and ensuring that everything falls into place at the perfect time. If you feel like you're in a waiting season, know that it's because He is making sure that what's ahead is exactly what you need. His plan is always greater than anything you could imagine. The moments that felt like setbacks were actually setups for something greater. The times when doors closed, relationships ended, or opportunities slipped away were not rejections. They were redirections. God was protecting you from what was not meant for you and guiding you toward what is. Trust that every closed door was making room for something far better. Your preparation season may have been long, but it was necessary. God needed to stretch you, refine you, and prepare you so that when you step into your blessing, you will be fully equipped to handle it. The lessons you've learned in the waiting will sustain you in the promise. Stay patient, because what He has in store for you is worth every moment of waiting. God has been working behind the scenes, arranging things in your favor. You may not see it now, but everything is falling into place. He is removing what is not aligned with your destiny and positioning you exactly where you need to be. When the blessing comes, you will look back and realize that every step of the journey was perfectly planned. There is a reason why certain things didn't work out the way you expected. God was protecting you from settling for less than His best. He sees the bigger picture, and He knows what's ahead. What seemed like a delay was actually divine timing. He is preparing you for something far greater than you ever imagined. You have not been overlooked. God has seen every effort, every sacrifice, and every act of faith. He is faithful to His promises, and He will reward your obedience. The season of waiting is coming to an end, and the season of fulfillment is beginning. Stay ready, because when God moves, it will happen suddenly. God is shaping you into someone who can handle the weight of the blessing that is coming. He is strengthening your character, deepening your faith, and preparing your heart for the opportunities ahead. Every lesson, every challenge, and every delay has been part of His perfect plan. When you step into your next season, you will realize that He was setting you up for something greater all along. Every closed door was protection. Every delay was preparation. Every challenge was a lesson. God has been working everything together for your good. You may not understand it now, but soon you will see why it had to happen this way. His plan is unfolding perfectly, and when the time is right, everything will come together in ways you never expected. The waiting may have felt long, but it was necessary. God needed to refine you, strengthen you, and prepare you so that when the opportunity arrives, you will be ready to walk in it with confidence. He has been shaping you for something bigger than you imagined. Keep trusting, because your breakthrough is coming. You are not in this season by accident. God has placed you here to teach you, grow you, and strengthen you. The lessons you are learning now are preparing you for the blessings ahead. Nothing is wasted in His hands. Every experience, every trial, and every delay is part of His divine plan. Stay faithful, because your time is coming. God's preparation process is not always easy, but it is always worth it. He knows what He is doing, and He sees the full picture. While you may feel like you are waiting, He is actually working. He is aligning things, making adjustments, and setting you up for success. When the time is right, everything will come together in a way that will leave you in awe. The struggles you have faced were not in vain. God has been using every challenge to build you into someone who can carry the weight of His blessing. You have grown stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The trials you endured were not meant to break you, but to prepare you. Now, you are stepping into the manifestation of everything you have prayed for. You may not understand why certain things happened the way they did, but trust that God's plan is always perfect. He sees what you cannot see. He knows what is best for you. Every delay, every closed door, and every challenge was leading you to something greater. Soon, you will see why it had to happen this way. Your faithfulness in this season will be rewarded. Every time you chose to trust God, even when it didn't make sense, He saw it. Every time you held on to His promises, even when you felt discouraged, He took note. He is about to bless you in ways that will exceed your expectations. Stay expectant, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. God is removing distractions, cutting away what no longer serves you, and making space for something new. The process may feel uncomfortable, but it is necessary. He is preparing you for a new level, a new season, and a new blessing. Embrace the process, because when the shift happens, it will change everything. Everything you have been through has been training for what's ahead. The struggles, the lessons, the challenges, all of it has been shaping you for the future God has prepared for you. Nothing is wasted. When the doors open, you will realize that you were being prepared for something far greater than you ever imagined. The waiting season is not about punishment. It's about preparation. God is teaching you patience, endurance, and faith. He is strengthening you so that when you step into your next season, you will be fully equipped to handle the blessing. Trust the process, because He is working all things together for your good. God has not forgotten you. Every prayer you have prayed, every tear you have cried, and every sacrifice you have made, He has seen it all. Your season of waiting is coming to an end. What he has been preparing you for is about to be revealed. Stay ready, because when he moves, it will be bigger and better than you ever imagined. You are standing on the edge of a breakthrough. The struggles, the lessons, and the waiting have all been leading to this moment. God has been preparing you, and now it's time to step into his promise. Get ready, because what's coming is going to be greater than anything you've prayed for. God is not just preparing you for the future. He is shaping you into the person who can carry the blessings he has planned. If he has given you a vision, trust that he is also equipping you with the strength, wisdom, and endurance to walk in it. Do not rush the process. What he is doing in you right now is as important as the blessings he is leading you toward. Every challenge you have faced has been a stepping stone. Nothing has been wasted. The heartbreaks, the disappointments, the waiting, it has all been refining you for the next season. What may have felt like setbacks were actually setups for something greater. God doesn't waste pain. He transforms it into purpose. You are standing on the edge of something new, something extraordinary. Even if you cannot see the full picture, trust that God is moving in ways beyond your understanding. He has been aligning the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances. When the door opens, you will realize that every delay was divine preparation. God's plan for your life is not small. It is greater than anything you could imagine. That is why the preparation process has been intense. That is why he has been stretching your faith, deepening your trust, and strengthening your spirit. The size of your preparation is a reflection of the size of your calling. The bigger the promise, the greater the preparation. Do not be discouraged when things do not go the way you planned. God's plans are always better. What seems like a detour is actually divine direction. What feels like rejection is often redirection. He is guiding you even in the moments when you feel lost. Keep trusting. Keep believing. He is leading you exactly where you need to be. The enemy may have tried to delay you, discourage you, or make you doubt yourself, but he cannot stop what God has ordained for you. What God has spoken over your life will come to pass. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Every battle, every challenge, every storm will only serve to strengthen you for the blessing that is coming. Your story is not over. What you are facing now is just one chapter, not the entire book. God is still writing, and the ending will be far more beautiful than you ever imagined. Keep trusting him. What looks like an ending is often the beginning of something greater. The waiting season is not wasted. It is in the waiting that God does his deepest work. He is refining your heart, teaching you patience, and building your character. Do not despise the waiting. It is preparing you for the promise. When the blessing comes, you will be ready to receive it with faith and gratitude. God's blessings will not just come to you, they will overflow. What he has in store is more than enough. It will be pressed down, shaken together, and running over. He is not just preparing you for survival, he is preparing you for abundance. Stay faithful, because your season of overflow is coming. There are doors opening for you right now that you cannot see. God is working behind the scenes, moving things into place. You may not understand why certain things had to happen, but soon you will see how it all fits together. When his timing aligns, everything will make sense. God is not just preparing a blessing for you, he is preparing you for the blessing. If he gave it to you before you were ready, it would not be as impactful. That is why he is stretching your faith, teaching you endurance, and deepening your trust. When the time comes, you will be ready to walk fully in what he has promised. You are not forgotten. Heaven is aware of you. The prayers you whispered in secret have been heard. The tears you cried have been counted. God is not ignoring you. He is setting things in motion for you. Hold on to hope, because what He has spoken over your life is on its way. The shift is coming. What once felt impossible is about to unfold effortlessly. Doors that were locked are about to swing wide open. What you thought was a delay was actually divine positioning. Do not lose hope now. You are closer than you think. Your current season may feel like a wilderness, but do not be discouraged. The wilderness is where God prepares His people. It is where He speaks, where He strengthens, where He refines. If you are in a season of testing, it is because a season of blessing is on the horizon. God is aligning things in such a way that no man can take credit for it. When the breakthrough comes, it will be evident that it was His hand moving. You will look back and see how He connected the dots, how He turned what was meant for harm into something good. Keep trusting. His plan is unfolding perfectly. You are stepping into a season where God will do more than you prayed for. The blessings coming your way will exceed your expectations. They will be bigger, better, and more beautiful than what you imagined. Stay faithful, because He is about to amaze you. What you are walking through right now is shaping you for the next level. If the road has been rough, it is because you are being strengthened. The challenges are not meant to break you, but to build you. When you step into your next season, you will realize why this season was necessary. God is preparing to release a flood of blessings into your life. Where there has been lack, there will be abundance. Where there has been delay, there will be acceleration. What once seemed impossible will become reality. Get ready. His favor is about to overflow. The battles you have faced were not in vain. Every struggle, every hardship, every setback has been preparing you for a comeback. God is about to restore what was lost. He is about to bless you in a way that makes up for every tear you cried. Stay expectant. The best is yet to come. God is removing distractions, closing the wrong doors, and refining your focus. He is positioning you for something greater, something beyond what you thought possible. Let go of what no longer serves you and step forward in faith. The new thing He is doing will be worth it. The waiting season is also a growing season. God is strengthening your faith, deepening your roots, and preparing you to carry more. If it feels like nothing is happening, trust that something is happening beneath the surface. When the time is right, everything will come together suddenly. God has not forgotten what He promised you. If He said it, He will do it. His word does not return void. Even if it seems delayed, it is still on schedule. Keep believing. Keep expecting. Keep trusting. Your promise is coming. This season may feel uncertain, but God's plan is secure. He has already gone before you. He knows every twist, every turn, and every outcome. Do not be afraid. He is guiding you every step of the way. Where He leads, provision follows. Something extraordinary is about to happen in your life. It will be so evident that it was God's doing that you will have no choice but to give Him all the glory. Keep pressing forward, keep trusting, because your miracle is near. Your obedience is setting the stage for your breakthrough. The small steps of faith you have taken, even when you didn't understand, have been seen by God. He is about to reward your faithfulness with unexpected blessings. God is turning your pain into purpose. The things that once made you cry will become testimonies of His faithfulness. The wounds that once hurt will become reminders of His healing. Your past struggles are about to give way to future victories. Stay expectant. The best days of your life are not behind you. They are ahead of you. God is writing a beautiful story, and you are about to step into the most incredible chapter yet. Keep believing. Keep trusting. His timing is perfect. God is orchestrating something greater than you can comprehend. Every moment, every lesson, every delay has been woven into a divine masterpiece. What may seem like a long, difficult process is actually God's way of preparing you for something beyond your imagination. He is aligning opportunities, people, and blessings that will fit perfectly into His plan for your life. Keep walking in faith, knowing that He is working everything together for your good. Your struggles have not been in vain. Every tear, every silent prayer, every time you held on when you wanted to give up, God saw it all. He is turning your endurance into strength, your pain into testimony, and your waiting into a glorious revelation. You are being shaped into a vessel of His glory, ready to hold the abundance He is about to pour into your life. Sometimes, the most significant work God does in you happens in seasons of silence. When you feel like nothing is changing, He is strengthening your faith. When doors seem closed, He is guiding you to the right ones. When things seem delayed, He is ensuring they arrive at the perfect moment. Trust the process, because God does not waste time. He redeems it. There is a shift happening in the Spirit. What once felt stagnant is about to move rapidly. The things that seemed delayed are about to be released. The weight you have carried is about to be lifted. Keep your eyes on Jesus, because He is about to lead you into a season of accelerated favor, provision, and restoration. You are not just waiting, you are being positioned. The challenges you are facing now are equipping you for the level God is calling you to. If the pressure feels heavy, it is because the anointing on your life is growing stronger. You are being refined, purified, and strengthened for the next season. When the door opens, you will realize why the preparation was necessary. There are unseen victories taking place on your behalf. The battles you didn't even know you were fighting have already been won by the Lord. He has sent angels ahead of you to remove obstacles, shift circumstances, and make a way where there was no way. Keep believing, because God is working miracles that will soon be revealed. Your faithfulness in this season is unlocking your future blessings. Every act of obedience, every step of trust, your faithfulness in this season is unlocking your future blessings. Every act of obedience, every step of trust, and every prayer lifted in faith is planting seeds that will produce a harvest beyond what you can imagine. Keep pressing forward, because God is not just giving you what you asked for. He is giving you more than you ever expected. God is setting you apart for something extraordinary. That is why your journey has been different. That is why certain doors had to close. That is why He removed certain people from your life. He is making room for something better, something that aligns with His perfect will for you. Let go of what was, so you can step fully into what is coming. The weight you have carried is about to be replaced with joy. The burdens that once felt unbearable will soon be lifted. God is about to fill your life with peace, abundance, and restoration. Keep trusting, because your story is not over. It is about to get even more beautiful. The battles you faced in private will lead to blessings that will be seen in public. God is preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. The people who doubted you, the circumstances that tried to break you, and the trials that tested your faith will all serve as testimonies of God's goodness in your life. What you thought was a loss was actually a setup for something greater. God removes only to replace with better. He closes doors to lead you to the right ones. He redirects you because He sees the full picture. Trust that what is coming will make you forget the pain of what you left behind. You are not behind schedule. You are not late. You are right where God wants you to be. His timing is perfect, and He has already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. Do not compare your journey to others. What God has for you is unique, tailor-made, and specifically designed for your purpose. God's preparation always comes before His promotion. Before He takes you to the next level, He strengthens your character, deepens your faith, and teaches you perseverance. The trials you're facing now are only making you stronger. Soon, you will look back and see how everything was working together for your breakthrough. Every disappointment you have faced is about to be redeemed. The very areas where you experienced loss will be the same areas where God will bring restoration. What seemed like an end was only a new beginning. Keep trusting, because God is about to turn your pain into purpose, your sorrow into joy, and your waiting into a testimony. The next chapter of your life is going to be filled with divine surprises. God is about to do something that will leave you in awe. He has seen your faithfulness, your persistence, and your unwavering trust in Him. Get ready, because what is coming will be exceedingly, abundantly above all that you could ask or think. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Just when you feel like giving up, God will show up and shift everything in your favor. The things that seemed impossible will suddenly become reality. Keep holding on, because you are on the verge of stepping into something extraordinary. God is going to bless you in such a way that it will be clear it was His hand at work. No one will be able to take credit for what is about to happen in your life. You will stand in amazement at how He orchestrated everything so perfectly. Keep trusting, keep believing. The best is yet to come. The doors God is about to open will be so big that you will know it was only by His power. He is not just blessing you, He is making you a testimony for others. People will look at your life and see the goodness of God. Stay faithful, because what is coming will be worth the wait. Every delay had a purpose. Every setback was a setup. Every struggle was strengthening you. You are about to step into a season where everything begins to make sense. God is aligning things in such a way that when His blessings come, they will fit perfectly into place. You are stepping into a season of divine acceleration. The things that took years to manifest will suddenly come together. The prayers that seemed unanswered will be fulfilled all at once. Get ready, because God is about to speed up His promises in your life. Nothing you have been through will be wasted. God is turning your trials into testimonies, your struggles into strength, and your waiting into a season of supernatural favor. You will see that every hardship was actually preparation for the greatness He has in store for you. Do not be discouraged by the process. The refining fire is not meant to destroy you, but to purify you. The pruning is not meant to harm you, but to prepare you for greater fruit. God is working behind the scenes, making sure that when your blessing arrives, you are ready to receive it fully. The things you have been praying for are already on the way. God has not forgotten you. The blessings He has prepared for you are being released at the perfect time. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep expecting. Your miracle is closer than you think. You are on the verge of stepping into something brand new. What is ahead of you is greater than what is behind you. Do not be afraid to move forward. God is leading you into a season of abundance, joy, and breakthrough. The best is yet to come. God is working in ways you cannot see. Right now, He is aligning the right people, orchestrating divine connections, and setting things in motion for your breakthrough. What looks like a delay is actually preparation. He is making sure that everything is in place before He releases His blessings. Trust that His timing is perfect, and when everything aligns, you will understand why you had to wait. Every challenge you are facing is shaping you for your destiny. God is using the trials to strengthen your faith, refine your character, and prepare you for greater responsibilities. You may not realize it now, but every hardship is equipping you for the next level. The struggles are not setbacks, they are stepping stones leading you toward the promises of God. What you have been praying for is already on its way. Even though you cannot see it yet, God has already answered. The manifestation of His promises is just a matter of time. Do not lose faith in the waiting season. Keep believing, keep trusting, and keep preparing your heart for what is coming. When the time is right, the doors will open effortlessly. God is making a way where there seems to be none. Even when you feel stuck or uncertain, He is already ahead of you, clearing the path. The obstacles you see today will be removed in due time. The closed doors will open, and the right opportunities will present themselves. You do not have to figure everything out. Just trust in His divine plan. You are not being denied. You are being prepared. When things do not happen as quickly as you want, it is not because God is ignoring you. He is working behind the scenes, ensuring that what He has planned is better than what you could have imagined. What He is building requires patience, because what He is preparing is beyond your expectations. This season of waiting is an opportunity for growth. God is developing your faith, increasing your wisdom, and refining your purpose. He is stretching you, shaping you, and preparing you to handle the blessings He is about to pour out. Do not waste this time doubting. Use it to draw closer to Him and to strengthen your trust in His plan. Everything that left your life had to go. God removes what no longer serves you so He can replace it with something better. The friendships, jobs, and opportunities that ended were not meant to go with you into your next season. Do not grieve over what you lost. Rejoice in what is coming. God's plan is always greater than anything you have to leave behind. The reason you have been feeling stretched is that God is enlarging your capacity. He is preparing you to handle more blessings, more influence, more responsibility. The discomfort you feel is part of the process. Instead of resisting, embrace the stretching because it is making room for the extraordinary things God is bringing into your life. God's delays are not His denials. What seems like a no may just be a not yet. He knows the perfect time to release what you have been praying for. If He has you waiting, it is because He is working out the details. His timing is always perfect, and when the moment arrives, you will see why He made you wait. You are on the edge of a breakthrough. The enemy wants you to quit because he knows what is coming. Do not give up now. Stay in faith. Keep pressing forward and trust that God is about to open doors you never expected. The battle has been tough, but the victory will be sweeter than you imagined. Every tear you have cried, every prayer you have spoken, and every moment you have held on, despite feeling weary, has been seen by God. He has not forgotten you. He is working behind the scenes, turning your pain into purpose and your struggles into strength. Your testimony is being written even in this moment of waiting. God is not just preparing blessings for you. He is preparing you for the blessings. Sometimes, what we ask for requires us to grow before we can receive it. God wants you to be ready so that when the opportunity comes, you will be able to walk in it with confidence. He is building your faith so that you can fully embrace what is ahead. Your waiting season is not wasted. While you are waiting, God is working. He is orchestrating things beyond what you can see. If you could see the full picture, you would understand why this time is necessary. Trust that when the time is right, what He has planned will be worth every moment of waiting. God is writing a story that is bigger than what you expected. He is not just answering your prayers, He is exceeding them. The dreams you have will be fulfilled in a way that only He can make happen. If you feel like nothing is,